Hello, my name is Nicole, and thank you so much for taking the time out to listen. Today I titled this message, We Were Doing So Well When. We were doing so well when, and this message is for messages of the soul, or for the soul, over there at yourlisten.com. Thank you all who have been making your way over to that particular podcast site. Much appreciate. So in relationships, there comes a point where that one who thought everything was just great, we were getting along so well until that negative situation showed up, that toxic person from the past appeared. You found out that a current partner is not altogether truthful nor faithful. You find out a lot, don't you? We were doing so well until, well, I remember feeling a deep sadness, a disappointment, and then later it turned into a full-out rage. A rage that I was yelling, I was screaming, I was throwing things. My body lost its footing, and I ended up on the floor, finding out that someone who was so sweet, so nice, so charming, but was also a player, was also very, very rude at times, was not a very generous person at all. It was just sad. It was sad to find out that basically I'd been deceived. But we were doing so well, though. You see, we were going places. We were meeting some new people. We were enjoying one another's company. We couldn't get enough of each other. And then the news. And then the information that you find out. And then you are just going along all by yourself in a relationship that you thought it was about us, but that person's attention is now off on someone else, like he or she once was on you. We were doing so well. Some people, they want that in lust, in like, in love feeling to last forever, don't they? They will go through great measures to keep that feeling around. You know, though, that he's a player. You know that she is nothing more than a bleep. I mean, why are you doing this? You just be quiet. Do you know that it's been a long time since I had love? Do you know that it's been a long time since I experienced what it truly feels like to just have somebody around on a regular basis? And then you want to go and mess it up by telling me this and telling me that. And then you find out, and then still the person wants to believe whatever they want to believe. Oh, you find out that somebody's no good, that somebody isn't right, that somebody is not where they should be spiritually, mentally, or physically. You find out that opposites really, really do attract, but they don't attract for long. What do I do now, Lord? We were doing so well until, well, God says, first of all, did you trust in me from the beginning of the relationship? Or did you do some things in your own strength? Did you try to make what you felt guilty about right by going on and marrying somebody who even God did not approve for you? I just wanted an opportunity. I just wanted to be loved. I just wanted him to help me. I just wanted her to be there for me. And then I found out, and you can fill in the blank. Somebody you know might be going through something like this. And one day that individual is going to come to you and they're going to have tears in their eyes, or maybe they're going to be very angry, or maybe they're going to be snippy with you one day, and you say, excuse me, but you don't talk this way or act that way. And the underlying root issue is the fact that they're grieving that man or grieving that woman who they recently broke up with because he or she did not fit the mold. He or she was a deceiver. He or she was okay until I met the mother, and the mother, she didn't like me. And then the mother systematically started talking negative about me to the son. This really happened to me. I'm not making this example up. This really happened. I can't believe this. Everything was going good until the mama got involved. And he let the mama get involved. Why? Why? Another time, everything was going real well until I found out that the individual had a little issue with a bottle. A little issue that eventually got him in some serious trouble. That issue being alcohol. We were doing so well, if only he didn't have this alcohol issue. Oh, another individual. We were doing so well until he hit me in my head. Just right there on the top of my head. He smacked me. And of course, the question is, well, what did you do? I walked over to his landline phone and picked it up because I had given a girlfriend my phone number of where I was going to be. And at that time, there was no cell phones. There were pagers. And I didn't want to miss her call because I didn't know whether or not I would have my pager on. So I was looking out for a phone call, and I picked up his phone. And when I got off the phone, he hit me. Don't you ever pick my phone up again. And the funny thing was that he didn't want me to know that he was seeing other people, because the individual who I'd been waiting on to call, that wasn't her. That was this female who he had been seeing. And he knew that that female was not going to want to have anything to do with him if she heard another woman. Must have been a pretty nice looking, pretty good woman. Because I got hit. And as time went on, I learned a whole lot more about that individual. He said he could never be in a relationship with a woman without eventually hitting her. So while other guys out there would yell and curse and call women all sorts of names, this individual believed in hitting women who disagreed with him, hitting women who did not toe the line, hitting women who did not do whatever it was that he wanted. Everything was going so well until, I'm sure you have your stories on top of stories. That's why after a while, as we get older and we've been through a lot, we don't get excited like we used to, do we? We don't get excited about meeting people and going places and doing cool things and let's do this again. And a lot of times we say to ourselves, it won't be another time like this. That's why I was enjoying myself, because I know that you ain't going to call me. We're not going to go back out again. We're not going to have a time like we did. Everything that goes up eventually comes down. Some people who know this all too true, all too well, they know that every time when they got themselves all excited, they were all just, woo, I can't wait. Ooh, I just love him. I just like her. It's just great. They know that it wasn't long before that same person who made them feel like they were on top of the world was going to bring them down. They were going to find something that they didn't like. But you don't have to be negative about every relationship, right? You don't have to be that one that's Debbie Downer, always assuming the worst. But what you do need is Jesus. Jesus will guide you to that child of light, to that one who you're equal with. Jesus is the one that will just give you that peace that you need when it comes to people, places, and things. Jesus is the one that is going to finish that story off with, everything was going well and is going to continue to go well, because you are going to rise above everything that you're faced with. You're no longer going to sulk about it, complain about it, run around and ask a bunch of people questions about it, talk about this thing and that thing with everybody. Nope. You are trusting in the Lord. And what good does it do if we sit up there and we complain? People usually don't want to hear our complaining. Yeah, you were all starry-eyed last week talking about, ooh, I think he's the one. Ooh, he was so this, he's so that. And now this week, you're not saying too much anything. So take a moment and bow your head and pray for yourself. Pray that you will not wear your heart on your sleeve concerning the next person that comes into your life or the one who you're currently partnered with. The other thing you want to pray is that the Lord be with you, guide you every step of the way. And let no weapon formed against you prosper. Confess any sin, because a lot of times the enemy, he gets in there and he starts to play a game or two on your mind. He does that because he doesn't want you happy. So that person may not be trouble for you, but your mind can make every little itty bitty thing a potential problem. Your past programming can knock you out of present happiness, peace, love. So that is it. I thank you as always for taking time out of your busy schedule to listen. You've been listening to YouTube in the Enterprise 7. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you haven't given, we do welcome donations. And also, if you're interested in other podcasts, I am at yourlisten.com/NichollMcGuire. And I am also on Audio Boom. And I am making my way around other sites as well. So thank you as always for just spending time once again. Blessings to you.